Hey guys, Ambience here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to beat Night 1 and 2 on Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. So this is going to be a bit different than my usual format. I'm actually going to be fast forwarding through a lot of stuff. Obviously nothing happens on Night 1 and there's a lot of dead space in Night 2 as well. Anyway, this recording ended up being over 30 minutes long and I honestly believe that over a third of it contains no useful information whatsoever. I've cut it down to a more manageable size and added chapters to this video so it's easy to navigate. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into it. So Night 1, not really going to be covering it. You'll get a cutscene as soon as you click New Game, then you're going to spawn into an elevator area. And all you're going to do on this night, it's objective-based gameplay, so literally all you're going to do is follow a hand unit's instructions. You're just going to be clicking on buttons, crawling through vents with W. Keep in mind I'm playing on PC. And yeah, that's about it. Nothing can attack you. It is impossible to die on Night 1. So let's go ahead and get into Night 2. So here you are in the elevator again. There are going to be 3 big segments to Night 2. For the first half of it, half is probably a little generous, maybe for the first third of it, first quarter of it, I don't know. But anyway, there's going to be quite a lot of time on this night where you can't die. There are going to be 3 segments where you are in actual danger, which are the Bidybab segment, the Ballora segment, and the Funtime Freddy segment. So let's go ahead and cover those. So anyway, you're just going to follow hand unit's instructions, and then you're going to end up in this area. After the power goes out and you hear Circus Baby give her a little monologue, you're going to click here, and you're going to crawl under the desk. So, believe it or not, this part stumped me. I mentioned this in my live stream a while back. This part stumped me for a very long time. I was being very stupid about it. So anyway, you're under the desk. It says grab here, click and drag. So you're just going to hold on to that. What you're not going to want to do, like I just did, what you're not going to want to do is flick your mouse to the right. So the entire time after you hold this closed, what you're going to do is you're just going to put your mouse exactly where mine is, or hold if you're on mobile, and literally all you're going to do is hold down left click. So after a little while, the Bidybabs are going to start attacking, and as they pull this thing back, this is very important. Do not start freaking out. Stay calm. Do not start flicking your mouse over to the right side of the screen, desperately trying to get the thing closed. I did this many times when I first started playing. All you're going to do, literally all you're going to do is just hold down left click, or tap again if you're on mobile, or whatever the console equivalent is. All you're going to do is hold on to this and just keep your cursor right there. You're just going to keep it in this little area on the right side of this thing, cover, I guess. I don't really know what it is. But anyway, you're just going to hold down left click the entire time, and you're just going to have your mouse on the right side of this thing. You're just going to drag it right here. So you are going to have to move it in very slight increments. You're just going to make sure that it is in the general right area of the cover that you're trying to keep closed. You're not going to be flicking your mouse at all. All you're going to be doing is holding it here. This may sound like a really dumb point that I'm trying to emphasize for no apparent reason at all, but I swear this thing stumped me for a very long time, and I want to make sure that an equally stupid thing doesn't happen to you. So anyway, after doing this twice, the Bidybabs will wander off. You don't have to hold this thing closed anymore once you hear them talking about leaving. And shortly after this, hand unit will come back online and will direct you to crawl through Ballora Gallery. So here we are in Ballora Gallery. You can see those prompts, the same ones that you're in the vents, W, crawl, and W, shift. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold down Shift W until you hear Ballora's music start to get loud. And don't wait until it's right next to you. As soon as it becomes at a decent volume, then you're going to want to stop and just not do anything. So I'm just going to not talk for a little while so you can hear when I stop and when I start.
It seems you are
There we go. And when hand unit starts talking like that, you're going to want to stop, even if you don't hear music, and just wait until he finishes talking. Because if he's talking, you can't hear the music very well, and there is a risk of dying. So don't just blindly charge ahead. After a little while, you're going to see Ballora do this spinny thing past you, and then fade off into the distance. So when the music is either extremely low to the point that it's barely audible, or it's not playing at all, hold Shift W until it becomes at a considerable volume, not super loud, but until you can hear it clearly, and then you're going to stop moving and wait for it to fade out again. And you're just going to repeat this process over and over until you get to the breaker room. That's all you're going to do. You're just going to hold Shift W and stop when you hear the music get to a considerable volume. Then once it fades out, you can hold Shift W again. You're just going to repeat this over and over. Then you get to the breaker room, and oh boy, I am not exaggerating when I say that this was the reason that this video was so long, the original file anyway. I literally spent 10 minutes trying to beat this. I didn't die at all, keep in mind. I just spent 10 minutes in this room. So this is a pain point for a lot of people playing Night 2. I believe it is actually one of the hardest segments in the base game, which is weird because it's only Night 2. So you're going to be in this room with Funtime Freddy. You're going to have a maintenance panel over there that you can flip up by moving your mouse over it. And then when you bring it up, I'm about to bring it up in just a second. There we go. Then you're going to see this. So what you have to do is restart all of those systems. I believe there's 8 of them. I may be misremembering that. So, as soon as you get in, you're going to play the mascot response audio by pressing space on the keyboard, or whatever your equivalent is for mobile or console, and all you're going to do is wait until either the danger level is green, or until Funtime Freddy moves all the way back. Now, if the danger level is green and Funtime Freddy is still towering over you, just to be safe, I would recommend playing the mascot response audio a few more times. You cannot die to Funtime Freddy while the maintenance panel is down. So basically what you're going to do, I'm going to fast forward soon and just show, like, the very end, because I don't want you guys to have to sit through this for 10 minutes. I can't possibly explain enough info to help you that it will make those 10 minutes interesting. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull up the monitor, or the maintenance panel, rather, and you're going to wind a system either for 30 to 40%, somewhere in that range, or until you hear shuffling. If you hear shuffling, pull down the maintenance panel immediately. Do not wait. I don't care if you just started winding it or you haven't started at all. Immediately pull down the maintenance panel and play the mascot response audio by pressing space. This is going to take a long time. You're going to need a lot of patience. Don't rush through it. Don't try to wind up a system for a really long time or think, okay, I can make this. You know, he was all the way in the back of the room. I hear shuffling, but it's fine. No, don't do that. Immediately pull the maintenance panel down and play the mascot response audio. It's going to take a while. It's going to be frustrating, but you're going to get through it and you're not going to die. So remember, just wind it up for 30 to 40%, depending on... Well, not really depending on anything. Don't wind it up to 30 to 40%. Wind it up by 30 to 40%. And after you do that, then go ahead and drop the maintenance panel. Remember to drop it immediately if you hear shuffling. And you're just going to play the mascot response audio until Funtime Freddy goes as far back as he possibly can. Or until the danger level goes to green. Preferably both of those things are going to happen at the same time, but just one of them should probably suffice unless Funtime Freddy is literally right in your face. So anyway, after this, then you're going to have to go back through Ballora Gallery. Do not worry, you're not going to have to go through the exact same thing that you did last time. You can literally just hold Shift W and run all the way to the end of the room, and that's going to be it. Shift complete. So anyway, with that being said, thank you guys for watching this guide. I hope it helped you, and I'll see you in the next one.